give you the updates on the injuries you may have already heard. So out, Taylor and Gabe will be out for the game, and then Rasul and Tyrell, we'll see how it goes. We'll take it one day at a time here.
First, Dion and Dawson, will they practice today?
Yes. Yeah.
With Rasul not practicing today, right? What do you need to see from him then? Is it walk through tomorrow before the game? Like, how are you going to evaluate if he's able to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things that go into it, Elena, with his situation. So we'll just see a little bit how he looks today from the training standpoint with not practicing and evaluate the group as a whole.
Is that any different? I know when you had guys like Micah who have missed a whole week, you've had that confidence in them, and just based on how long they've been around the team, how they know it, with Rasul still being fairly new. Like,
Yeah.
do you still have that trust in him that he could play even without all this, like without practicing this?
Right, yeah, veteran corner, has been around us at least, a number of games here, and so he's a pro. That's why I want to see how it unfolds here.
With the weather, it's out of your control, I understand, but how do you prepare as best you can for what could or could not be there Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit more time, right, just to spend a little bit of time, not a little bit of time, but quite a bit of time to make sure that we're prepared for it, just like any game plan, and we're ready to adjust. As you said, it's not within our control, unfortunately, but the good man upstairs control, and we'll adjust when and where needed.
What about your experience, obviously, going back to 17, the
Yeah.
snow game, the wind game, all of this stuff? How does that help prepare you and your staff and your team for whatever may be thrown your way?
Yeah, it's awareness, I think, John, more than anything, and experience that comes from that. So you're able to at least forecast what it could become and some of the adjustments that you need to make. It's all learning opportunities for us along the way. The unique thing is we have some new coaches here and also new players who have not been through those situations, so they're kind of wanting to know what it looks like and what adjustments were needed to be made going back to those games in particular.
Sean, I know it isn't a walkthrough on Wednesday, but you had Tyrell out there limited, and then you went to a DMP.
Yeah.
So what was behind the decision of what to do with him this week and then to get him back out there today?
Yeah, just kind of the ebbs and flows of a week trying to get back from an injury. So sometimes, you think they're in one spot and they're actually in another spot, and then it just kind of goes one day at a time. Some guys start here and move up here, and he went from here to there, and just what he was able to handle that next day.
So you found something encouraging with Dotson to be able to bring him up to practice?
Today, yeah.
Sean, as you're getting ready for, you mentioned the weather and things like that, does it help the fact that if it is unfavorable conditions to have a good passing game, does it help the fact that James has been running the ball really well this season, especially as of late?
It does. And you guys know we've talked about this before, right? Having a good running game overall is important in this game of football, and then also down the stretch, and in particular because of where we live. Pittsburgh has a good running game. I believe we have a good running game as well, and that is important for both sides, I'm sure.
What have you seen out of Taron Johnson this season?
More of the same. Just in terms of, I say that with all respect. I mean, he is one of our most consistent players. He's got that I may be not as gifted with my measurables, with his height and size, but you talk about a guy the size of a guy's heart, and he plays that way every play, every game that he's out there. And again, I mentioned the other week about Khalil having the respect and admiration in that locker room. Taron Johnson's another one, and I think that's a great quality as a player and a teammate.
You mentioned on the radio about the decision to practice indoors or outdoors, and it's different every year.
Mm-hmm.
The variables. What about this year motivated you to practice indoors?
Well, some of it is the footing. Outside is on the grass is tough with how wet it is and how some of the. I got to think first and foremost about protecting our players from injury based on where we'd be going to practice. So our groundskeepers do a heck of a job. It's not on them. It's just on this time of year, right? So it's different year to year, week to week, day to day. Today we'll go down to the stadium like we've done before, but if the conditions weren't safe for us to do that, then we would have stayed inside and done that route too. So either way, we figure it out.
Hey, Sean, in the wind game, you had Josh throw it 30 times.
In the wind game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Official title.
Yeah, right. I know which one you're talking about.
What is it about him that gives you the confidence to still throw it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, you go back to the scouting process with Josh and the evaluation of who fits in Buffalo, right? Of all the quarterbacks that were coming out that season, who best fits. One of the boxes, so to speak, that we looked at was, can they throw it? What's their hand size? All those things in Buffalo, New York. All that. If you have your pick, all that matters, right? If you have your pick of the player you want. So I think that's a lot of what he brings to the table is that ability, that arm strength, that hand size, and he's played in it before, right? So all those bode well for Josh.
How much of an advantage does that give you? Because a lot of times when you do that in other games, you can become one-dimensional to give you an advantage to be able to do a little bit of both.
Yeah, and you never know. I mean, just because Josh has those qualities, you never really know, what it's going to look like Sunday at 1 o'clock or at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So, but having that ability at least to entertain that option, that doesn't always happen. In the case of, offensive football overall, most people would say we don't have the option, right? So at least we have the option, at least at this point, to entertain that.
What is the impact of not having Gabe, and he plays so many snaps,
Yeah.
helping as a run block too? How do you adjust to that, and what is the impact?
Yeah, hard to replace Gabe. Really hard. I mean, he's such a valuable member of our team and what he does in the pass and the run game, and but full confidence in the other guys in the room to step up. That's what we've shown all season long, and rallied around that, and that's what we expect moving forward.
Hey, Sean, at what point this season do you feel like you got into a rhythm as a play caller and feel comfortable with everything?
Yeah, I guess when it's gone well, I've been in a rhythm, and when it hasn't, right, I haven't. But you just keep learning, keep growing every week, and trying to do the best you can for your team and putting the players in the best position possible.
Do you script? I know offensive coaches always script their first 15. Do you sort of have an idea when you want to send your first pressure and when you want to use this?
You get a feel sometimes. Sometimes you script, sometimes you don't. But yeah, you try and get the best feel you can to do the best job you can to put the team in position. I'm good. Thanks.